Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Yesterday I learned two very important lessons about C-41 development process. The first one was you cannot store and use more than 6, maybe 8 weeks of developer, and I didn't attention to this and I didn't consider this. Then I used a developer which was old, and I didn't just notice the difference in the color of the developer, or maybe it's just old and I shouldn't use that. Then the result was like this. Total washout. Even no edge marking, nothing. It shows that the developer couldn't develop anything. Then the bleach steps just wash out everything on the film, and I received an empty film. The first lesson I learned was that you shouldn't use the developer solution which old, and maybe it's better to just fresh developer and just use it in 6 weeks. Mine was maybe more than 5 months, 4 months, and it shouldn't work, but I completely forgot this life of the developer solution. Then I used that and waste one roll. Then I had new chemicals, then I mixed them and try to develop 2 more rolls which I had. And those was one Kodak Gold, and another one was this experiment. I think it's an experimental experimental film. It's a NC500 color. And here also I make some mistakes, which you can see it in the video. The first, because I want to maybe save time, at the first, when I developed another tank, I filled this tank with 2 rolls with water, just to keep the temperature around 38 degrees and save that amount of time before developing. And the water was in the tank for more than 40, maybe 50 minutes. Then I find that the developer is old. Then I mix them. Because my chemicals was on a cold place. Then it takes time to reach around 38 degrees, and it was more than 1 hour of filling the tank with water, and it could be the first reason, or I don't know. The second one was that the temperature of the developer was around 38, maybe not exactly 38, because I just want to develop them fast. Then when I see around 37 something, 36 something on my tempometer, then I start development. In one tank I had 2 rolls, as I said, one Kodak, one NC500, and I do all the steps, and again when I see the result, it was another problem. And this one was the second. It's also completely washout, and it was kind of shocking because both rolls loaded in one tank, and I developed them. The Kodak 200 negatives developed very good and with no issue in the negatives. I will show you some results. But the problem was with this NC500. Actually, I don't know exactly what happens, but the 2 things I maybe make problem. First, I just keep water in the tank for a long time before I start developing, and the developer maybe wasn't warm enough, around 38 degrees. I will write them an email and ask, because I'm sure it's C-41, even it's written here, it's the process is C-41. Then the process wasn't wrong, and the result was a mess, and I learned from it, but honestly I don't know exactly what happened and why the second one just washed out. Then please let me know in the comments if you had any idea, because both rolls stored in the one tank, and the same procedure, everything was the same. One developed, another one washed out. And okay, by the first roll I knew that the developer was just expired, but with the freshly new mixed developer, it was shocking. Now, yeah, that's all the beauties and all the things we learned during this analog photography. Each time you learn something new and its chemical process. Then please let me know if you think another thing could happen, or you had same experience. Please share with me your ideas and if you have similar experiences about C-41 process. And if you subscribe my channel, I would be more happy.